And Eric Freeman joins us this morning. Eric is a videographer here and jack of all trades. And he's not originally from Sylacauga, but he's kind of engrafted himself, he and his family, in our community. And this morning we're talking about the Lions Club. You and the Lions Club?
Yeah, so what is it?
What's going on with that?
Well, a couple months back, Craig Brown, everybody knows Craig Brown, and Craig, he was commissioned by the Lions Club to do the Warmth of Enlightenment statue. And we got to talk, and he's like, man, we need to get you involved in the Lions Club. And so for a long time, I was like, okay, I need to do this, I finally went to a meeting.
Have you ever been in a club like that before?
No, this is my first civic organization to ever be a part of. So it's pretty cool. You got leadership like with Craig, so it's I'm looking forward to the things we can do, and got a lot of big things coming up.
A big thing coming up is Saturday, one of those.
Yes, this Saturday at the Piggly Wiggly out on 21, headed out of town. I've got a food drive, and I'll be taking donations and food drive for the Care House here in town, which is, the Care House does a lot for this town and this area. Yeah. So I'll be down there from 8:30 to 2 o'clock Saturday. So come on by, see us, and give a donation. And
what have you found out about the Lions Club? What's so special about this organization?
Well, this year marks the 100th anniversary of the Lions Club. It was founded back in 1917.
How old were you when it was founded?
God, I wasn't even a twinkle in my parents. I wasn't even a twinkle in my grandparents' eye, or my great grandparents. I guess that would be it. But it was founded by a bunch of businessmen up in Chicago that were just wanting to give back to their community, and Lions Club was born. And of course, Helen Keller later in her years got involved with it, and Helen Keller being and I've heard Craig say this a lot, probably the most famous person from the state of Alabama with what she contributed and what she did.
Yeah.
And she got involved with it, and to help blindness and serve those and bring awareness to blindness.
When do y'all meet?
We meet twice a month, every other Monday, which is the first and the third Monday of the month at the Hickory Street Cafe in the back room there.
Yeah. Who can be a Lions Club member?
Anybody can be a Lions Club. It could be a Lion. It's a really neat organization, very simple, and if you be interested, just come to one of the meetings and get with Craig or Rachel Pinson and get you taken care of.
You'll be over at Piggly Wiggly Saturday?
Yes.
It's gonna be hot, man.
It will be hot. It will be hot. We'll have to make sure we get some of those cool rags or something like that.
But speaking of cool, it's always cool to help out somebody that's in need.
Yeah, it really is. We've all been there. We've all been to that point in our lives where it's just, you need some help. But this one thing I've seen, this town here in Sylacauga is probably the most giving town. There's so many organizations here in town that give back to the community. Neighbors helping neighbors, and I think that's one reason why I love this place so much. It's just the people here. We're brothers. We're all brothers and sisters. So you help out your neighbor, and you can, when you have that going on, a lot can be accomplished.
So are there females in the Lions Club as well?
Yes, there are. Yes, there are. And there's been so much things that the Lions Club has done over the years. Right. They sponsored 2 Sylacauga high school juniors so they could attend an annual leadership conference at Troy University. I think just recently, it's going on this week, but they sponsored a local child with juvenile diabetes to send them to Camp Seal Harris, which is happening right now. And it's a week-long camp to help kids and juveniles to manage their diabetes, because a lot of these kids may not understand what to do. Like this weekend's deal for the Care House, we've raised over $1,300 and 1,000 pounds of food for the Care House. So
the Care House has been here forever too. Earl Lewis runs that thing, and boy, he runs it like a military camp too.
Well, and then there's so many people that I've grown to know here in town since I've been here, and everybody I know is involved. I know one of my real good friends who is originally from my hometown of Jacksonville, Kyle Smith. I know he's involved with the Care House, and it's just people like Coach and Kyle Smith that make me really love this place.
It's driven by churches. A lot of churches
Yes,
support
yes.
The Care House, and a lot of the people that are involved in the Lions Club are business people, and they attend church and know the pulse of our community.
Exactly. And as a kid growing up, and everybody's seen them, but you've always seen the little bubblegum machines, and you got the little Lions Club logo.
Yeah.
So for years, I kind of knew what the Lions Club did. I knew that they really, one of their biggest, I guess, fundraising pushes is for blindness, or raising awareness for blindness. And it's amazing what these organizations do. And there's all kinds of organizations here in town. If you can be involved, definitely get involved, because there's a lot of good people, and you make a lot of good friendships.
How can, maybe people can't come to Piggly Wiggly on Saturday, but how can they make a donation to the Lions Club?
Well, definitely you could always reach out to Craig or Brown or myself or anybody that's involved with the Lions Club. But something that we're working on right now, and they'll be sending them out in the mail, and it's really simple, because we even give you a stamped envelope. We've even got a stamp for you that we'll give to you. But we got these cards we'll be sending out to people and just giving them to them, and it doesn't matter how much you give. If it's $10, it's $100, it doesn't matter. If you're able to give somebody, I've got 10 of these that I've got to give out. If I got $10 from every person, that's $100.
Yep.
That goes to the Lions Club to help different organizations, to help, help someone in need. And
so how's this food drive going to work?
Just come out there and, either give you donations or bring your...
As you buying your groceries or something like that? Or?
We're going to be set up outside, actually.
Yeah.
So be set up right outside the Piggly Wiggly, and just come by, and whatever your heart feels or tells you to do. Go ahead.
What time is it starting in?
We'll be there from 8:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. Eric Freeman, a member of the Lions Club here in Sylacauga. Before we go this morning, 2 minutes to talk about your racing show every week here.
Yeah, I've had to go fly solo the last couple of days because my friend from TV24, Chase Robinson's.
Kind of offended you didn't ask me.
We could have had some fun with that.
I don't know anything about racing, but we could have had fun.
Hey, I tell you, I told Robert yesterday, I enjoy having somebody, because trying to sit here by yourself, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's tough to do.
Especially live, right?
Yeah, because sometimes you feel like you're going crazy because you're just looking at the camera, but it's real. I enjoy it. I years ago I had to fill in when we did a show in another town, but I enjoy it because I enjoy racing. A lot of people are like, man, NASCAR's not the same, but I enjoy NASCAR. I always have since I was a little kid, and
you kind of been involved in NASCAR too.
I worked in the sport for 7 years. I worked for drivers like Jeff Gordon and Casey Kane, Kurt Busch, Jamie McMurray. Those are a lot of the guys that I worked with, and some of these guys I got to know pretty well. And my passion for NASCAR has always been there, and it's
every week here on
every week at 7 o'clock on Wednesday nights. Right. With several air times. We also get aired on TV24 down in East Alabama, around the Oxford area. So we're covering all over the state of Alabama.
Eric Freeman, our guest this morning, member of the Lions Club. The food drive is Saturday morning over at Piggly Wiggly on Highway 21. Be on the lookout for Eric and give him a drink of water. How about that?
There we go.
We got more Daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.